Hey guys, it's Heather here with HB Ministries. I just wanted to take a second and share something that I was thinking of this morning. I'm writing a second book currently, and I am convinced after this morning that one of the chapters are going to be called Discombobulated. And I'm not kidding. I was driving home this morning from the gym and that word came to my mind, discombobulated. And then all of a sudden I asked myself, well, what does discombobulated mean? I looked it up and then I started to ask myself, what are the bobs in my life? So I had to share this today. This was not planned. This was just some of my writings that I was putting down, but then I got so excited about this message that I had to share it with you. So I looked up the word discombobulated, and it means when you think unclearly due to confusion. There are days when you think that your up is down and your down is up. There's some days that you don't even know, like, what's my name? How do I spell it? What's the day of the week? You just feel discombobulated. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm like a discombobulated bomb every day. If you talk to my mom or any of my closest friends, they would say, Heather, she is like always discombobulated, but in a good way. And so I wanted to talk to you about this word because I think it's important to understand what discombobulates us, what our bobs are, and how to stay focused during the day. And then I want to share a word that God gave me this morning to kind of go along with some things that I was asking God. So let me just give you an example. When I was driving home, I was like, oh man, I just feel so discombobulated. And the word just came to my mind. I'm like, what does that even mean? And the reason I felt discombobulated, not knowing like the true definition yet, was because I have all these dreams and visions and plans that are laid out on my calendar right now, and I have an assistant that's helping me, and I get really excited about these, and sometimes I lose focus because there's so many on the table, and so I feel a little discombobulated. I can't think clearly. I can't focus on the one task at hand. So I'm, again, discombobulated. So I began to come home and I looked at my list, and God reminded me, you do the one thing that you know that you need to do best in each category of your dreams today. So again, I'm launching HB Ministries, got fall plans. I'm also working on a second book. Again, I work a part-time job, and of course I am mom and wife. So each one of those have their own set of goals, their own to-do list, if I may say. And there are days when they all come together and I feel discombobulated. Even just with the family and husband stuff, I feel discombobulated. Then put your dreams on top of it and put your job on top of it. Then put your expectations from everybody else on top of it, and you feel discombobulated. All you see are your bobs. And so I was very refreshed today when I read Isaiah 55:8, and I'm going to read that to you. And it really reminded me that God's ways are not our ways, and his thoughts are not our thoughts. His ways and thoughts are higher than ours. All we need to do is stay focused on the next thing that we know that we need to do in that category. So for example, if you're an at-home mom, a wife, you need to cook the best dinner. You need to hug your kids today. All the rest of the things will come together, and God's ways will be elevated. His desires will be elevated. You just do the next thing. So for me with my dreams, work on that chapter in the book today. Work on it, and God's thoughts and ways will be presented in the pathway. I just have to do the next thing that I know that God's put on the list. In regards to HB Ministries, God said, get ready. Get ready for some things. It doesn't mean I have to know everything. And when you don't know everything, you feel discombobulated sometimes. You feel confused. And that's the time that you just have to keep moving forward. So let me share this verse with you. I'm hoping it's a blessing. Let's look down. Okay, let's look at this together in Isaiah 55:8, and it says, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, nor are your ways my ways, says the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. So I think a lot of times when we feel discombobulated, it's because we're confused. We can't figure out up from down and down from up. We want our results. We want to meet needs. We want to perform the dream right now. We want to understand everything. But what is going to satisfy our soul and what God's best intentions are for us is to do best what's on our list for that day. That's why I'm huge in making lists. I'm a huge list maker at looking at our goals and understanding what we need to do next. So go ahead and pull some of your bobs out that's making you feel confused, and bring it down to a few things that you can do specifically today. Today, if you're just getting this message today and you want to start fresh tomorrow, write 3 things, and then you add upon those and add upon those, and you begin to push yourself into your dreams and your desires. Because remember, God's ways and his thoughts are going to move you into your destination. So I'm hoping that that's a blessing. Have an awesome day, and go ahead and write down where you feel discombobulated. That's your challenge today. Pull out your bobs and then make 3 specific things that you can do today to bring more focus in so you don't feel unclear in that area. Talk to you later, guys. Now, I have to explain something. If you are a type A person, discombobulated is like a scary word. It's a word you do not want in your vocabulary, because the slightest thing that curves on your schedule, you do not like the feeling of not knowing what's up and what's down, and those two coming together in the wrong direction. It's just not going to work for a type A person. So discombobulated could be a good thing. I placed my iced tea somewhere, and I do not know where I placed it. Is that discombobulated?